Good afternoon, everyone. Let us start this session. So in the last session, we were discussing about the problem on the block friction. So here we were trying to find the force P required so that the motion of the block will just start in the upward direction. Okay, so we require the minimum value for the force P. And the corresponding angle alpha. Okay. So in this equation, actually this is minus 0.2. Okay. So take this minus 0.2. So it will be minus point, and this will become plus P into 0.2 into sine alpha. And this term will be as it is minus 981 sine 30 and plus P cos alpha. Okay. So finally, we will get the equation like this. P into bracket cos alpha minus 0.2 sine alpha minus cos alpha plus 0.2 sine alpha minus 320.6. This is equal to 0. So rearrange the term. So we will get P minus cos alpha plus 0.2 sine alpha. This is equal to 320.6, and P is equal to 320.6 divided by 0.2 sine alpha minus cos alpha. Okay. So this equation is nothing but the equation of P as a function of alpha, because on the right side, the variable quantity, it is nothing but the alpha. So depending on the alpha, there will be change in the value of P. So we require the minimum value. So P should be minimum. And for that, we will use the minima and the maxima from the differential equation. Okay. So for the minimum condition, we will use the differentiation dP upon d alpha. It is equal to 0. Okay. That means first derivative of the force P with respect to alpha, it must be 0. From this, we will get the value of alpha. Okay. And if you put this value in this equation, then it will give the minimum value. So this is the P minimum. Okay. So basically this dP by d alpha is nothing but the slope of the line, which is tangent to that curve. Okay. So you must have studied this in the differential equation. So suppose we have the equation y is equal to f of x, and we have some curve like this. Okay. So this curve, it gives the equation y is equal to f of x. This is x-axis and this is the y-axis. So this equation, suppose it is the quadratic equation x square plus 2x plus 1 something. So this will be a parabola. Okay. And suppose we want to find out the minimum value or the maximum value. So for this graph, it will be maximum value. So at different points on this graph, if you plot the tangent line, then at the maximum point, the tangent line will be exactly parallel to the x-axis. Okay. So slope of this tangent line, this is nothing but the dy, and this is nothing but the dx. So dy by dx is nothing but the slope. Okay. So at this maximum point, this line is exactly parallel with the x-axis. So what is the slope of the line parallel to x-axis? It is nothing but the 0. So at the maximum point, dy by dx, this value will be 0. Okay. So this is called as a maxima condition. So similarly, if you have another graph like this, And suppose at the minimum point, we draw the tangent line. That tangent line will be exactly parallel with the x-axis. Okay. So slope of this line will be dy by dx, and it must be equal to 0. From this, we will get the value of x. And if you put this value of x in the equation of y will give the minimum value. Okay. So this is nothing but the y minimum. And this is corresponding x value. So similarly, we use this dp by d alpha to 0. From this, we will get the value of alpha. Put this value of alpha in this equation of p, and that value will be nothing but the p minimum. Okay. So you have already studied this maxima and minima. So this is just a revision. So from this equation, which is p is equal to 320.6 divided by 0.2 sin alpha minus cos alpha. So differentiate this equation with respect to alpha. So dp by d alpha, this is equal to d by d alpha of this complete equation, 320.6 divided by 0.2 sin alpha minus cos alpha. Okay. So try to differentiate this equation with respect to alpha. So your equation will be, so this must be equal to 0 for the minimum condition. So it will minus 320.6 divided by 0.2 sin alpha minus cos alpha bracket square into 0.2 cos alpha minus sin alpha So this is 0. So you can cancel out this, and the remaining value will be 0.2 cos alpha plus sin alpha is equal to 0. And from this, we will get tan alpha is equal to, this is 0.2, and calculate the value of alpha. So this will be 11 point something. So 11.3, I think. And now put this value alpha in the equation of p and find out the p minimum value. Okay, so now we will see two definitions regarding the friction. The first definition, it is the angle of friction. So angle of friction is the angle made by the resultant of the limiting frictional force, that is the F max, and the normal reaction N with the normal reaction. Okay. So what is exactly meaning of angle of friction? So suppose we have one block having the weight W. It is kept on the horizontal surface. So at this condition, two forces will be acting on the block. One is the self weight, that is a W, and second force will be the normal reaction offered by this horizontal surface to the block W. So this is the normal reaction. Okay. Suppose we try to pull the block by applying some force P in the horizontal direction as shown in figure. So suppose we apply some force P, then because of the force P in the rightward direction, there will be opposite frictional force. So this is the frictional force. So this frictional force, it is equal to the F max. Okay. So what is meaning of angle of friction? It is the angle made by the resultant of the limiting frictional force, that is the F max, and the normal reaction with the normal reaction. So we have to find out the resultant of these two forces, F max and the normal reaction. So this is the resultant. Okay. So this is the resultant of these two forces, F max and the normal reaction N. So angle made by this resultant with respect to the normal reaction. So this is represented as a phi, and this is called as angle of friction. Okay. So this angle of friction is nothing but the phi value. So there is a relation between this angle of friction and the coefficient of friction. So we have to find out that relation. So here resultant value R we can represent. R is equal to, it is square root limiting frictional force F max square plus normal reaction square, that is N square. So what is F max? So F max is nothing but the coefficient of static friction into normal reaction. Okay. And from this geometry, we can find out the phi value. So tan phi, it is equal to F max divided by the normal reaction N. Okay. So phi is equal to, it is tan inverse F max upon normal reaction. And this F max is nothing but mu s into N. So it is equal to tan inverse mu s into normal reaction divided by the normal reaction. So that is equal to tan inverse mu s, that is a coefficient of static friction. So this is the relation. The angle of friction, it is equal to the tan inverse of coefficient of static friction. So basically angle of friction is nothing but the angle between resultant R and the normal reaction, and this resultant R, it is the net force because of F max and the normal reaction. Now the second definition, it is about the angle of repose. So angle of repose, it is the minimum angle of inclination of a plane with the horizontal for which a body kept on it will just slide down without application of any external force. Okay. So that means so suppose we have one object having some mass m, it is kept on the horizontal surface. So initial angle theta is equal to 0 for this surface. Suppose we try to rotate this surface and give some inclination. Let us take initially we give 10 degree, then 20 degree, 30 degree. At one instant, this object kept on that surface will just start the motion in the downward direction. So it will start slipping in the downward direction. Okay. So that angle is nothing but the angle of repose. So it is represented as alpha. So this is the angle of repose. So you can observe here in the animation. So initially angle is 0. So object having some mass m is kept on the horizontal surface. where theta is equal to 0. Okay. Suppose we start increasing the angle. So this is the first angle. Okay. Object is not sliding down. Again, if you increase the angle, still object is not moving in the downward direction. So at some inclination, object will start the motion in the downward direction. Okay. So this angle, that is the angle of inclination of that surface with horizontal, this is called as angle of repose. Okay, so we will try to find out the relation between angle of repose and angle of friction. That is angle relation between alpha and phi. So suppose this is the angle of repose for this object. So this object, it is having the weight W. So this is the direction of that weight W. This angle is alpha. So this is the X component and this is the Y component. So X component will be W sine alpha and this is equal to W cos alpha. Okay. So object will just start the motion in the downward direction at the angle of repose. So this is the direction of the impending motion. So friction force will be opposite. So this is the friction force, which is F max, that is equal to mu s into normal reaction n. Okay, so by using conditions of equilibrium, the first condition, summation fx0. So summation fx is F max is positive minus W sine alpha. This is equal to 0. So F max is nothing but the mu s into normal reaction minus W sine alpha. This is 0. Okay. Then use summation Fy is equal to 0. So for summation Fy, we have normal reaction. So this is normal reaction. So plus n minus W cos alpha. This is 0. So n is equal to W cos alpha. Okay. So you can put this value in the equation 1. So from this we will get mu s into W cos alpha minus W sine alpha. It is equal to 0. Okay. So W we can cancel out. So remaining value is mu s cos alpha is equal to the sine alpha, and mu s is equal to, this is sine alpha upon tan alpha cos alpha, that is equal to tan alpha. Okay. So tan alpha, this is equal to the mu s. Okay, and we know that phi is equal to tan inverse mu s. Okay, or we can write mu s is equal to the tan phi. So put this value in this equation. So we will have tan alpha is equal to the tan phi, and from this alpha is equal to the phi. So from this derivation, it is clear that the angle of repose it is equal to the angle of friction. Okay, so that is nothing but the alpha is equal to the phi. Okay, note down this problem on the angle of friction. So two blocks, they are connected by the horizontal rod AB. On the two rough surfaces. So coefficient of friction between block A and the horizontal surface is 0.4. So mu here, this is 0.4. The limiting angle of friction between block B and the inclined plane is 20 degree. So from this limiting angle of friction, we can find out the coefficient of friction. So you must know the relation between coefficient of friction and the angle of friction. Then this inclination of the plane, this is 20 degree, 30 degree. And question is, what is the smallest weight W of the block A for which the equilibrium of the system can be maintained if the weight of the block B is 5 kilonewton. So weight of the block B is given, that is equal to 5 kilonewton. And we have to find out what is the minimum value for the block A so that the given equilibrium can be maintained. So we have to find out the WA. Okay. So before we start with this problem, just tell me what is the impending motion for the block B and the block A.